Hey loves, good morning. So it is Valentine's Day weekend. Woo! I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in so long, so I'll talk a little bit more about that in a while, you guys. Just my crazy track record of relationships and Valentine's Day and all of that. But it's a jam-packed day. So yeah, I gotta get my day started. So I'm gonna start with a quick HIIT workout, do some abs, trying to change my life, get a little healthy, you know. Got my little outfit, got my yoga mat. So gonna work out for a bit. Then I'm going to whip up some quick avocado toast and then start getting ready because I have to leave pretty early. So I'm gonna walk you guys through my day with me, and let's celebrate Valentine's Day. That workout was kind of intense, you guys. Woo! I've been trying to, I started last night, but I'm trying to do that every single day. So it's two workouts, two YouTube workouts. I think her name is like Chloe Ting or something. She has all these workout videos on YouTube. And I've been doing two of them, one HIIT workout and one abs. So it only takes about 30 minutes total. So I'm trying to work that into my schedule at some point every single day and try to do that consistently for like a month or so. Try to lose some of these extra pounds that I've put on in quarantine. But yeah, now I'm just gonna make some avocado toast and then I have to shower and start getting ready. It's 9:30 and I think I have to leave for the reservation at 4 p.m. but I realized that I haven't even told you guys about what I'm doing. So we're gonna do a chit chat while I get ready. So get ready with me and I'll tell you guys story time and all of that. So I'm just gonna make my avocado toast really quick, eat, and then let's get ready for Valentine's Day. So long story short, you guys, which I'll talk more about later, but for Valentine's Day today, I am going out for dinner. I'm going to a restaurant called Butcher's Block. It's in New Jersey. And yeah, originally I was supposed to be third wheeling with my sister and her man, but now the restaurant is saying that it's a minimum of 4 people for the reservation. So a 4th person had to be added and a gentleman was added without my knowledge, but is now joining us. And now I'm just like, awkward. All right guys, I just showered. See, my hair is all wrapped up. So. Ooh, my curls kind of look popping. You guys see these? They kind of look good. All right, you guys, look at all of this hair. I love it though. I love when it's like blown out like this. I feel like you could see like every little kink and coil and curl. So it's Valentine's Day, you guys, and where do I even really start? Like Valentine's Day has always kind of been just like a hit or miss holiday, depending on who I was dating at the moment and what our relationship status was and if we were good or not good. But I've never been like a huge Valentine's Day type of person. I'm not the type that would like get super upset if like my man didn't do something crazy or extravagant, but I don't necessarily want to not acknowledge the holiday. Like I still am a female, or a person, we'll say, because men enjoy the holiday too. But yeah, so it's always kind of been hit or miss, nothing to really write home about. But there was one Valentine's Day in particular, you guys, and I'm gonna tell you this story, and I doubt that this young gentleman watches my YouTube video, so I'll be open and honest, and it's all gonna be good things. So even if he did come across this video, I doubt he would mind. All right, so this was in 2018, you guys, February 2018, so 3 years ago. I was living in the DMV area, so I was living in Maryland, working in DC, and I had reconnected with one of my old classmates from grad school, who was living in Baltimore. And we had gone to grad school together. He was in the business school getting his MBA. I was in the public health school, and we had just come across each other kind of through mutual friends and like being like in the Black kind of professional space in Pittsburgh. But anyway, so then we both realized that we were both in the DMV area, so we had kind of reconnected and decided to like link up and stuff. And I didn't think it was like anything romantic or anything at this point. I was just like, oh, catching up with an old friend. So we started linking up, and then I realized that it was like, oh, like these are starting to appear more date-like, like you know, we're going to dinner or going to like, it just started to seem more like dates. And I was just like, oh, like that's the type of time we're on. But you know, I was rolling with it because he was such a nice guy and like we were cool and everything, so I was going with it. And he was going hard, y'all. Like he was doing things. It is like one of those situations in which like a guy does everything you want, like everything you'd ask for, or would say you would want, or this is the type of date I would go on, or these are the qualities in a guy that I want. Like he had all those things. So I was kind of rolling with it. My dilemma with it was that initially, like, I wasn't romantically attracted to him. Like romantically, I didn't see him in that light. So I guess you could kind of say that I was like more so thinking of him as a friend. Like it was more so friend zone. But I realized that he had all the qualities I wanted. It was a case of literally like being everything that I wanted on paper, and I was trying to give it my best shot and like roll with it to see if I can grow that romantic attraction, because I know that like, you know, personality and compatibility and what I'm looking for kind of characteristics and trait wise is so much more important than like physical attractiveness or what like romantic kind of compatibility there is. So I was hoping that, you know, as I continue to learn more about him and liked him more and more, that attraction would grow. And mind you, you guys, like he's attractive. Like he's an attractive man. So I just couldn't understand why like it wasn't clicking for me. And I was actually mad at myself. Like I would tell my friends, I would tell my sister, like, y'all, like I don't get it. Like I wish there was that spark. Like I wish that there was that connection, that fire, that like, oh, like he's it, because it would have just made it so much easier. But it wasn't there for me, and I was like trying to like go with it, and hopefully, you know, that little flame would spark, but it just wasn't happening. But anyway, Valentine's Day is coming up, and y'all, well, first let me back up. So we had gone on a date to kind of like Dave & Buster's, right? This man, we you know how you like get tickets, or you have like tickets on the game card or whatever. So we at the end of the night, we're kind of in the little shop where you're trying to pick out like the prize for how many tickets you have or whatever. So we're walking around the store, and we realized that like we didn't have enough tickets for whatever, for like anything really. So we just leave. Now, a few weeks later, this is before Valentine's Day, a few weeks later, he sends me in the mail to my home a letter, and it's the Dave & Buster's game card and a prize from the game store. And it said something, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it said something along the lines of like, I know we didn't have enough tickets to get this, but I went back and got it for you anyway because I saw you looking at it. And it was like the Dave & Buster's game card, I guess, if there was any more money on it or whatever. And this little stuffed animal, this little rainbow stuffed animal. At that point, I already knew what type of dude this was. Like, I already knew what I was dealing with. I already knew that, oh, he's that type of guy. Like, he's a good one, you know? So this is why I kept going, because it was little things like that that I was like, ooh, it's a little flicker, a little flicker is going. I don't know, the spark is not staying lit, but it's flickering, so we're gonna stick with this. So that was just prior to Valentine's Day, right? And so he had my address and everything. So then, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks later, I get another letter in the mail. It's like a little package. And I open it up, y'all. It is a Microsoft like Word document. It is a letter, and it had like a fancy border on it and everything. I hope, oh my gosh, I hope I have the picture, because I'll just show you guys the picture of the letter. But it was literally like a Valentine's Day invitation for Valentine's Day, and it literally was like, you know, I hope you will join me on this date and time for a special evening or something. And it was like, check yes or no. And then I had to like send him a screenshot of the picture to let him know what I checked, like whether I checked yes or no. And it was something like, life is like a box of chocolates. I don't know. All that to say, it was super cute. Like, this is the type of stuff people do in the movies. This is the type of stuff that like women, men even, like this is the type of stuff we say we want people to do for us. And it was like, when I got it, I was just like, wow. Like, first of all, wow. But also like, ooh, like it's like, ooh, you know, like, oh, like he really likes me, you know. And I was just like, damn, like, am I being unfair by rolling with this? And he clearly feels some way romantically about me, and I'm not there. So I ended up checking yes, because I had to go on the date. Y'all, I had to see what, if this is what he was doing prior to the date, like I had to see what it was gonna be and what we were gonna be doing and all of that. Valentine's Day comes, he pulls up, he comes and gets me, and he's not telling me where we're going, right? He's not saying anything. We're just driving. We're driving into DC, and we're just talking on the way there, right? He looks so nice, like I'm dressed up, whatever. So we end up pulling up at Bus Boys and Poets. Anybody who knows or lives or has been to DC and frequents the like scenery, I hope it's still open pre, you know, post COVID and everything, because it is a spot, y'all. But anyway, Bus Boys and Poets, it's kind of just like this restaurant cafe type of spot, really chill spot, and they do like open mic nights and special events. Bus Boys and Poets, like it says in the name, on special occasions or on certain nights of the week, they'll do like open mic night or open poetry or spoken word or whatever. Like, it's just a cool little kickback spot. And I was just like, oh, like this is a vibe, because like, you know, I've dabbled a little bit in spoken word. I love poetry. I love spoken word. And so I was like, wow, like he really listened, you know, and like took note of my interests and what I would like, and like a date that would be meaningful. So I was like, bro, like he's getting so many points right now. We go in, he has a reservation and everything. They take us to like, you know, the special events section, and it's a Valentine's Day special event, like open mic spoken word poetry night. I was like, bro, this is so freaking cute. Like, this is a vibe. So we're sitting there, you know, we order food, we order drinks and whatnot, and he turns to me and he says, oh, are you gonna go up there and perform? And I was like, no, why would I do that? And he was like, come on, you should do it. And I was like, no. And he was like, I'm gonna go up there and put your name on the list. And I was like, don't do that. Like, no, don't do that. And he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go and put my own name on the list. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, go for it, you know, but don't put my name on that list. So I see him go up to the front where they have like the list of people who want to sign up to do open mic night. And he comes back to his seat, and I was like, did you put my name on the list? And he was like, nah, I didn't. I was like, okay. So, you know, the performances start. They open the event with, you know, Valentine's Day mic night, blah, 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 blah. And the performances start. And then, you know, we're sitting there eating, drinking, whatever, having a good time. So then about 7 or 8 performances in, they call his name to come to the stage. Y'all, he goes up on the stage and he does a 5-minute spoken word about me. I cannot tell a lie. I have the video somewhere in probably one of my old iPhones or my email or something, but I'm not even gonna put it up because it's too much. It's too much. It is beyond anything. It's beyond meaningful. Like, it is something that I still hold very near and dear to my heart. But anyway, he goes up there and does a 5-minute spoken word about me and how the first time he saw me, he included like things he likes about me. He included, or liked I should say, he included things that I've told him just in like getting to know me, like things about my childhood and my life that he paid attention to and was like, you know, recognized and put them in his speech to talk about like my strength and stuff. Y'all, I was recording it. He had asked me to like record it. So I recorded it as he was going, and once I realized like in the recording that it was about me, you hear me in the background and I am bawling my eyes out, and everyone in the audience at the event like got the feeling, because in some point of his poem he had said like, you know, this girl something something something. They realized that like he was performing something about a female, and like they're looking around to see who it was, and they see me. People like, oh, and the people in front of me are like, you got a good one, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, like so I'm literally sitting there recording, bawling my eyes out, you guys. I could not fathom like that this was happening right now. So then he finishes the poem, he comes back to the table, he sits down, I give him like this huge hug and was just like, wow, like, you know, and we talked about it all the way on the way home and everything. And then, you know, we went our separate ways, and I'm not exactly sure if we linked up after that Valentine's Day. I actually don't think that we did, because it was that poem and that event that made me realize that like, the spark just wasn't coming to me, and I didn't find it fair to continue on at that point knowing how strongly he felt and like the lengths he was going to show me like how much he cared for me, and for me not to be able to emotionally reciprocate. So I ended up having a conversation with him. Like I called him directly and everything, and like we talked about it, and he was like super grateful, and you know, it was a very respectful conversation. All that to say, you guys, like I very firmly believe that people come into your life for a reason, right? And especially like with relationships and partners, not everyone, actually more often than not, relationships are not gonna work, right? You do not end up with everybody that you are in a relationship with or that you've had relations with. However, those people came into your life for a reason, whether it was to teach you something, whether it was not to show you something about yourself, whether, you know, whatever the reason is. And I think it's on us to actively find what that reason is, or what those reasons are that people came into our lives. So when it came to this gentleman, I was so frustrated. Like it was such a frustrating situation, I kid you not, because I wished that I could have been able to, you know, foster that romantic connection, because he literally was everything that I wanted, and he was doing all of the things that showed me that he would commit to me and that he would be a great man for me to be in a relationship with. And I was so frustrated with myself that I was unable to get to that point of like seeing him in that light and seeing him in that romantic light and giving it the chance. So, you know, I had to do right by him, and eventually let him know that, so that he can go spend his energy on a more suitable match. But I definitely think that the purpose of him coming into my life again at that point and us trying that part of a relationship was definitely to show me that there are guys that are very capable of being what you want and who you want and doing the things that you want in this world, and like to not compromise and to not settle on those things, because you never know like who's out there who's willing to be everything that you want and who is everything that you want without having to change them or ask them to do those things. So that man definitely taught me that, and taught me, he set the bar high. That's what I'll say. He set the bar high for other men who have come into my life since, because although I didn't see him romantically, I definitely think back to some of the things he was doing, and I compare it to, you know, new men that are trying to court me or trying to talk to me, and just to kind of see, like, not to compare them directly, like, oh, he has this, he does this, but rather like the energy, the effort, right? Like those things, like how hard are you going to show me that like I'm what you want, that I'm who you want. So yeah, so that was Valentine's Day 3 years ago, and I haven't had a good one since. but no, it's and it's funny because I haven't actually even been in a relationship since I broke up with my ex in 2017. So I think that, you know, while we could have a discussion about why people are single all the time, all we want, and what's wrong with them and whatnot, like, I just feel like I'm not settling, and that I'll stay single until I feel like I'm not settling for something, and that I feel like I have what I want. So yeah, so that was my Valentine's Day 2018, and me and him like still catch up sometimes. Like we still text or chat sometimes. He's doing great things in his life. He's going to be a great person, and it's so funny because every time he posts something on like Facebook or Instagram and I see him, and you know, he's getting more grown, and I don't know, maybe it's just like, just psychologically, like, I don't know, like, do I like him actually? Like, is he kind of cute? Like, could I romantically like him? I don't know. I just be sucking myself out. But anyway, such a great guy. Whoever ends up with him is going to be a lucky, lucky, lucky woman. And I, you know, at some points I wish it could have been me. But I guess at that time I just wasn't in the space to be what he needed and wanted. So I wish him all the best in his life. All right guys, it's about done. It looks actually really silky. All right guys, I am awake. I took a little nap. I also made myself some little cookies and milk randomly, as if, you know, I'm not gonna have a little gut in my clothes. But oh yeah, also I wanted to pick out my outfit, so I'm thinking this. So let me show you guys. So I'm thinking this dress right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just like a little midi dress, and it has these cute little sleeves. I wanted to go with something probably just like black. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to wear a black heel, or I have these really cute, they're like these, they're kind of like fox snakeskin boots. So I have them in white. I also have them in like this turquoise, like greenish color. So I'm kind of like, should I throw a pop of that with an all black outfit? So I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. But I think that's the dress I'm gonna go with. It's crazy, like, you ever be in your closet and be like, oh, I don't have enough clothes, and it's like, what? Or oh, I don't have enough shoes, and it's like, what are you talking about? It's hard to find what you're looking for. Like, I'm a very like specific, I'm an event, what am I trying to say? Like, I dress for events. So like, if there's a specific event or something I'm doing, then I imagine an outfit in my mind that I believe would like look good, or that I would want to wear for that event. And whether or not I have something in my closet that aligns with that is like, that's the big question. But more oftentimes than not, I like to like just get new clothes for everything I attend. Like, not day-to-day living, but like for things I do, or little events that I go out to, or stuff like that, like one-time type of events. I love to have like a new outfit, or like, you know, a new vision. So I just like never have enough clothes, I feel like. And I have boxes of clothes even too in my living room that are unopened. So yeah, I'm ODing. I have a problem, but that's an issue for another day. But anyways, I've caught you guys up to speed, and now here we are, Valentine's Day 2021. This is where the story comes into play. All right, so a few months ago, you guys, I had joined this dating app, right? Totally not what I'm accustomed to. I went back and forth with myself over whether or not I wanted to join a dating app for like months, because it's just not my speed. I'm totally like, oh no, I want to meet my husband, future husband at the grocery store type of thing. And I was just totally anti-opposed to it, not even realizing that somebody shooting their shot on Instagram is the same thing as like a dating app, low-key. Like Instagram is a dating app. At the recommendation of some friends, I joined this dating app. I don't want to keep saying long story short because I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So somebody ends up coming across my feed that I know of from a mutual friend. So my sister's current man and also college sweetheart, it's his best friend. I've known of him through my sister's boyfriend for years. Like they've been together for like 8 years now. So I've known about this guy for a long time. I've seen pictures and everything. We've just never crossed paths at the same time and been in the same space and met each other. But I've known of him. Super cute, like totally kind of my type. So he ends up coming across my dating app, right? So I, of course, try to shoot my shot and respond to him, like respond to one of his little things and kind of just try to get his attention. I didn't mention anything about like who I was or anything. And so he responded. We kind of went back and forth for like 2 messages. And then he just kind of stopped responding. And I was like, all right, you know. So then I talked to my sister's boyfriend about it. And I was just like, oh, guess who I, matched with or whatever. And we were talking about it. And I guess he had put a bug in his ear. Like, oh, I heard you matched with Julia, blah, 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 blah. And then he put 2 and 2 together of who I was. And that I was, the sister of his best friend's girlfriend. And he had made a comment, I guess, that it was like too close to home, or like, oh, like that couldn't be messy type stuff. So like he wasn't really with it. And I was like, honestly, that makes total sense. Although I'm not the messy type. Like I'm not gonna make anybody else's lives hell as a result of my relationships. So it kind of just like fizzled out from there. We didn't end up speaking again on the app or anything. Fast forward to Valentine's Day 2021. I don't have any plans, as of like 2 weeks ago, I had no plans. I have no real, we'll say real prospects that I would even have plans with, Valentine's Day plans at that. My sister hits me up and was like, oh, hey, by the way, you're coming to dinner with us on Saturday, February 13th for Valentine's Day. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, we're going to this restaurant, Butcher's Block in New Jersey. It's really dope. You'd love it. Come with us. And I was like, okay. I am no stranger to third wheeling with my sister and her boyfriend, you guys. Like, we are like a cool little trio. We get along great. Me and her boyfriend get along amazing. That's like my brother. So I do not feel like a third wheel when I'm with them. So I didn't think nothing of it. Like, okay, cool. Let's go have dinner. We have dinner all the time, us 3. Literally yesterday, you guys, I call her after I get out of work and I'm just like, oh, hey, what time is dinner tomorrow? Like, what time do I have to be ready by? Asking all the normal questions that a person would in preparation of an event such as this one. And she said, yeah, I'll scoop you at, this time, blah, 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 blah. And then she said, oh, by the way, the reservation told us that, or the restaurant informed us that it's a minimum of 4 people for the reservation. So we had to invite someone else. And I was like, okay, like fine with me. Who? She wants to say, oh, the best friend of her boyfriend. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I don't even really mind, you guys. Like, the more the merrier. Let's have a good time. I'm actually interested in meeting him because, we've all been cool for like well over 8 years and I've never even met the guy. But I was just like, whoa, because does he know I'm gonna be there? I hope, like, this isn't like a double date type of setup, right? Like, is he okay with this? Like, is it gonna be awkward? Because in that case, like, no, we can find a different 4th party, She was like, no, it's gonna be fine. Like, he knows you're coming. Like, he knows it's not on any type of shit. Like, it's not a double date, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, okay. I just didn't want him to think that I was coming in with like a mindset of like, oh, this is a double date. Like, oh, this is my chance to like let him know me and get to know me. As well as I didn't want him to think like I was in cahoots with them of like, oh yeah, invite him as the fourth party. You know, I didn't even know. I was blindsided. So I just didn't want my name like associated with how it came about in any form or fashion. So I just wanted to make that like extremely clear, because from his perspective, I would totally think that it was like a setup, you know? And it's like, bro, I didn't know too. We both got set up, you know? So, so yeah, so that is the tea for tonight's dinner. And I was already gonna get dressed up, you guys. Like, I do this. Like, if I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna get cute. So also when he sees me, like, I hope he doesn't think like, oh, she got fine for me. Like, relax. Relax, I does this. All right, you guys, so I switched up my outfit just because I didn't like the way it looked. So I put on a different little dress, black stockings, black booties. I'm going to pair it with my beige tannish Zara trench and my YSL bag. So that is the look, you guys. I actually like this look a lot better. So yeah, so I'm heading out now. See you guys at the restaurant. All right, guys, so we are on the way. Say hi, Tay. Hi, Tay. Oh my goodness. So how far is it?
Orange Avenue.
56 minutes, 46 miles. Oh my goodness, almost an hour. And it's in what, Central Jersey?
Yes, Long Branch.
Long Branch.
Right next to the beaches.
New Jersey. It's called Butcher's Block. I've never been here, but my sister has, and she's been hyping it up all week, like setting these high expectations. So yeah, so I'm super excited for my blind date. No, just like I've been talking crap all during this vlog. It's so funny. I was like, oh, my face is beat. He's gonna love me. Just kidding. Nah, they know what it is. But all right, we'll see you guys when we get there. This is cute. Okay, the block. This looks like the place. Ooh, fancy. We're on a scavenger hunt. Okay, this, I hope you guys can hear me, but this is BYOB, so we got some bottles. Ooh. Okay, so here's the menu, guys. So we share the sides.
Yeah, all the sides are shareable.
And then if you want meat, you go to the Butcher's Block. Bet. So how does this work, Avery? We ordered our sides. We ordered like our sides and our shareables. And now we're picking out our steaks from the Butcher's Block. Okay, guys.
Custom cut it all over. For the most part, it's all shareable. A lot of them are going to be closer to 2 pounds. Smaller, more first one, you got skirt, you got fillet. Whereas now we start at 8 ounces, you can always go up from there. Up top, rib cuts, you got tomahawks, you got ribeyes. Bottom left, you got leaner, you got strips, porterhouses, chicken rack of lamb, filet mignon, skirt, filet mignon, skirt on the smaller side.
Look at how big these steaks are, you guys. What do you want to do? A porterhouse? I don't, honestly, whatever's good. I'm open to anything. Do you think all 3 of us can share a porterhouse?
How do you guys want to cook? Medium?
So if it's cut big, will the medium still be bloody?
No, this will be good for
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. So which one is the one we got, guys? The last one, bottom left. Bottom left. So this is the steak that we got, you guys. Bottom left, the porterhouse. Wait, is that it right there? Oh my gosh, look at that steak. Huge. Yes, please. Sorry, I'm vlogging.
You're live streaming, you said?
Huh?
You said you're live streaming?
No, I said I'm vlogging.
Oh, you're live.
How much is that? Almost 3 pounds. Oh, look how thick that is. My goodness. Woo! Okay, cool. Thank you guys. This place is so cute, you guys, and it's BYOB. Most of the plates are shareable. Look, they got merch. Sorry, I'm just looking.
That's awesome. Taking some videos.
Yeah. Vlogging.
Oh, exciting.
Yes.
Welcome to the vlog.
There we go. French onion soup. What is this? Sausage. Oh my goodness. The food is coming, y'all. This is what I was waiting for. And dig into that bad boy. Oh my goodness. Look at these guys. You guys, look at these crab legs. Put those bad boys down right in front of me.
Enjoy, guys.
Yeah, I'm on those for sure. Hold ya. Do I ever steer you wrong? Wow. What is that? Like Parmesan crusted oyster? No wonder y'all were talking about this all week. It's that steak. Tay, put that flashback on. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
That steak. Look at these Brussels sprouts. Where's the rigatoni?
No, I know.
Y'all, we're eating so good over here. Burger. Let me show you guys my plate. Mac and cheese, Brussels sprouts, rigatoni, and porterhouse steak. Alright guys, last round. I got the banana bread with vanilla gelato. Actually, my favorite part of a meal is the dessert. So I was so hyped for this. So let's take a bite. I need a scoop of the gelato. Y'all gotta try that. Alright you guys, so this is the final look at the restaurant. That's the outdoor seating, not where we were. And that's it. Alright guys, so now that we're in the car, y'all, it is icing out right now. Like, look at this on the windshield. It's freezing. It's only like 20 degrees and it was raining a little bit, like I said, when on our way in. So now everything is like so icy and slippery. So we're just gonna chill here and wait while the car defrosts. But okay, so y'all, that was a great time. Like a great time. Would you agree, Tay? Yep, it was a great time. Great food. Butcher's Block was amazing. Every time I eat at a restaurant, I usually like kind of give it a score out of like 1 out of 10 or 0 out of 10, and I gave it an 8.5. Everything was good. The music, y'all, their music was on point. Totally like R&B, hip-hop type of vibe. It was so good. Such good vibes. All right guys, so one thing I forgot to mention was cost. So I'm not usually the bill person when it comes to the bill coming to the table. I'm always just like, yo, if you need to put my card down, I got it. Then Venmo me, or I'm the one that's like, just Venmo me what I owe. I don't like splitting the bill, doing all that extra stuff. It's just, it gets really annoying, to be honest, at the table. And honestly, I never really care about how much I spend at a restaurant when it comes to eating out with friends and family, as long as you're not scamming me, which most people I love like aren't gonna do. Just send me what I owe, or send me whatever split the bill came out to be. But anyway, Taylor's usually, my sister's usually the designated like bill collector, like bill person. So Tay, tell the people how much Butcher's Block in Long Branch, New Jersey was for the 4 of us, and like kind of rough estimate of the cost of this restaurant.
For the 4 of us, it was $530, which is pretty good. Last time I went, it was $1,200
Pretty
for
good.
6 of us.
I would say that's about four dollar signs. That's pretty good.
That's a $4 sign restaurant.
That is a $4 sign restaurant for sure.
But I don't know, it was pretty good. Like the oysters and the crab legs alone were $180. The steak that we shared, we got a porterhouse to share between 3 people. That was $180.
Right. So like we were saying on the menu, like a lot of the items are shareable items. So, you know, $190, $180 for these items, but it filled us up too. Like, I know me personally, by the time the actual main dish came, the steak came, like low key I was full, you know, like we had so many sides, so many appetizers before the steak itself came to the table, that it was like we left with a whole to-go bag of steak, mac and cheese, Brussels sprouts, like all of these things. So it's definitely enough to feed the table, but it's definitely a $4 sign type of restaurant. Like you want to go if you have the budget for it, because it's not a cheap restaurant by any means. But just wanted to include that little tidbit, because price is huge when you're eating out, especially with a group of people. So just be mindful that the menu varies, the cost varies depending on what you get, but a lot of the higher priced item, the seafood, the steaks, they are going to be quite a hefty penny. So that's that part. Okay, so Tay, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was really good.
Well, what were you saying about like the ambiance?
It's like a place that you go for the experience.
Yeah, the ambiance is really good. Like the whole vibe of like the restaurant, like I said, like not only was the food good, and it's like your company matters too, like if you have good company, but also like their environment, the music, like their staff was actually like super friendly. So all of that just made for a really dope experience, and my date was amazing. No, honestly you guys, it was not awkward at all. Why are you laughing? It wasn't awkward. Did you think it was awkward?
No.
Okay. I thought we was vibing out.
Y'all was in your own little world.
We were vibing out. Me and him were chilling. Like, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I am easy to get along with. Like, I am I'm good company. So no, we was just vibing, chilling, talking. There were some points where it was just like funny, because it's like my sister of course wants to ask, so is like are you single? Are you seeing anyone?
I was just curious. I haven't seen him in a while.
So then he reciprocates, like, you know, a few minutes later in the conversation, like, so how is everybody, what's everybody else's relationship status? Well, clearly they're together. So clearly her and her man are together. So if you wanted to know my relationship status, just say that, you know, like just ask. Just at me though. So that was really funny, because it was just like, really, like, we're gonna go around the table and say our relationship status when we're clearly with a whole couple. But no, like, we was chilling, good vibes. I didn't feel like the vibe was awkward at all. I thought we, like, our conversation was good, our personalities meshed well. He's super funny, super woke, and that was good. And at some points I was kind of like trying to remind myself, like, Julia, like, this isn't a date, like, don't don't laugh. No, I was like, because, you know, when you first meet somebody, you ask all the questions to like get to know them, regardless if it's romantic or not. And I was just trying to get to know him, like, oh, where are you from? Like, who'd you grow up with? What'd you do after college? Like, all this stuff. And I realized that it could come off like really like, oh, you know, date-like. So I didn't want
to give off that impression. So at some points I would just kind of sit back and chill. But overall, I thought it was really dope. It was a good Valentine's Day dinner. We had good drinks too. We're kind of lit. Please don't drink unless you're 21 or over, just saying.
And don't drink if you're driving.
And don't drink if you're driving, please. So just wanted to throw that out there. But like, she didn't drink much. She's sober, she's driving. So yeah, it was a good Valentine's Day. I hope you all have an amazing Valentine's Day. I hope the rest of your 2021 is amazing and filled with love and blessings. And be sure you guys like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing this Valentine's Day. If you got a boo, if you are celebrating self-love, whatever you are doing this holiday, holla at me. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace, love, and blessings, family. Mwah.